Hello coders, so welcome to my video. In this video, we'll discuss about the detached thread, how they are different from the normal threads. So let's start. So let's create few threads. So I will use pthread underscore create. Then okay, I'll save it. So here I create uh, two threads. Okay, and these two threads are being spawned and it will go to the return 0 and the main will return. So first we'll see what will happen if I'm just creating the threads and I'm attaching it to this function, and I need to see what is the output. So I'll compile it. Okay, so this is this undefined reference to pthread underscore create. So I will take the library of pthread. Okay, now it's got compiled. Okay, there is no output of that. So I will take a printf here as well, and I will take ending the main. Okay, and if these are successful, I'll print thread is spawned. I will take count here. I'll save it, compile it again, then I run it. So it's showing thread 0 is spawned, thread 1 is spawned, ending with main. So it will go from this this print to this print. Okay, but these functions are not called. Okay, so I'll comment it once. Let's try if it works. So I'll again compile and okay, this time what happens? I'll get thread 0 is spawned, entering the thread, exiting the thread, entering the thread, exiting the thread, and then we have these logs are random, but at the last we'll get ending the main. So I'm trying to run this again and again. Okay, so I'll get different result. See, in this case, these two threads are spawned and going to the main, but there is no print. Okay, so why this happens? This is happening because when we are creating this thread and when the thread starts, this main function will goes to the end. So these p threads won't get the time to execute their logs. Okay, so how to get rid of this? So we can get rid of this by using pthread join here. So let's save it, and I'll run it again. Okay, so let's make it wide. So here, if you see now, we're getting to the threads each and every time. Okay, and all the logs within that thread function is been executed twice. So from this we can see, like, this main function will not be exited until this joining of the threads. So the threads got finished, joined to this part, and then we get this ending of the main. So till now we have created a simple thread and we join it with the pthread join. So the next part is how to create a detached thread. So for the detached thread, we can use a API pthread underscore detach. Okay, and here we have to give thread ID. So thread ID with a count. Okay, so after this, I'll take a print again that the thread has been detached. The thread is detached now. Okay, so I'm not removing the pthread join. The pthread join is not required when we are detaching the thread. This thread will be detached at this point, and it won't be attached to this process anymore. So let's save it. Let's run it once. So here we have seen thread 0 is spawned, and entering the thread, exiting a thread, the thread function is being called. Again, the thread is detached. This 0 thread is detached, and the first thread is also detached, and we are getting the thread function APIs um, before that detaching of the thread. Okay, and we have a message error in joining the thread 0 on this, because this is not required for now. Okay, and then we have and in a main. So from this, what we have learned is the threads are being created. This thread function is being called, and then we have detached the thread. Okay, so after detaching of the thread, this join is of no use, so I'm just commenting it out. Okay, I'm saving it again, and then I'll compile it one more time. Okay, so this time join is not there, so we're not getting that error message, but still we are getting thread 0 is spawned, and so thread 0 is detached. The same is what thread 1. Okay, so then we have the ending in main, and this function is again being called. Okay, so if I try to call it again and again, the same API, this thing is different now. Okay, so let's see what is the difference. So we have thread 0 spawned and detached, thread 1 spawned and detached. But if you see here, thread 0 is spawned, thread 0 is detached, spawned and detached. But here the APIs are, that thread API is less. Okay, so one of the thread function is been called and the second one is not called, because we only have one thread that is in spawn. So similarly, if we do it again and again, the result will be different. So why this is happening? The same way as we've seen in a pthread join, why a pthread join is being required, the same is with this as well. So before this pthread detach process got, it started, before that this main function got stopped. Okay, so how to get rid of this? So we'll use an API pthread underscore exit, then with 0. So now I'll check again, like what is the output now. I compile it again, then I'm making void. Okay, so if you see now, now everything is fine. Okay, so let's again go here. So here what we are doing is we are creating a thread. After the creation, this function is been called, and after that the process get detached. So we have one more way by which we can detach the thread at the time of creation only. Okay, so what I will do, I'll comment out these two lines. I don't want to be detached over here. So now I will use pthread underscore ATR, that is attributes underscore P. Okay, so I'll take attribute for detach. So this is an object for this. So I have to initialize it. So P thread underscore attr underscore init. Okay, so here what I need to pass, I need to pass the address of attr detach. Okay, now we have to check the state. Pthread underscore attr underscore set detach state is there. Okay, we have list of other option as well, but we are taking this. So in this API, first one is attribute and second one is the macro. So what I'll do, I'll attr detach comma detach. So now this attr detach is all set. What I have to do for this is I just copy here, and the second parameter is pthread attribute underscore p. Okay, so I'll put it here. So I'm using the second part of this thread, and I am just copying it, and I have to give the address of this. I just save it. Okay, so now I again save it, and now I'll compile it again. Compilation is done. Okay, now if you see here, thread 01 is spawned, entering into thread, exit and entering exit. Okay, so now this is in the detached state now. Okay, so once it is detached, this process has no control over this function. Okay, so this function, by using this pthread exit, is getting enough time to spawn these threads. Okay, so this way we can create a detached thread. So we have some important points to mention here. So this is all about detached threads. So let's see in the next video. Thanks.